Everybody, welcome back to Let It Be Known. We just had a crazy ass Monday Night Football. Mac Jones made his return. He looked hella good for his first game. Or he was looking pretty good for his first game back. I felt like he got taken out the game pretty early. They ended up taking him out and putting in Bailey Zapp. And what was crazy is Bailey Zapp, he comes in, he goes 3 for 3, I think for like 51 yards and a touchdown. You could feel the energy. I felt like, and I don't know if when you were watching the game, did you hear the announcers? It felt like they kept talking about Zap before the game, as like as soon as the game started, it already felt like they wanted Zap in and take Mac Jones out. And we knew it was with the crowd. You felt the energy. The crowd kind of was expressing themselves. You know, Zap, he was balling. He balled 2 games previously, so he was 2-0 coming into this week. So I don't blame him. When you're coming off with momentum, your quarterback's winning. Did you feel like they should have made that change? Max Jones, he was kind of rushing the injury. He's coming off a high ankle sprain.
Well, to be honest, I mean, shit, Mac Jones is a go, and if he was fully healthy and he felt like he can go. I mean, to be honest, I feel like this is a franchise quarterback. So if you feel like he can go, he can go. Because if it was Tom Brady, they'll let Tom Brady go. I know it's a little different, but Mac Jones is a franchise quarterback, and they didn't move up, or I don't know if they moved up, but they didn't draft him in the first round for nothing. So
Yeah, when the game first started to begin, Mac Jones, he wasn't looking too great, but also his team wasn't really helping him. But when I looked at the Bears end up taking like a 10-0 to lead. Bailey Zapp comes in after Mac Jones throws the interception. They end up taking him out. He comes in 3 straight plays, touchdown, gets the ball again. The next drive, he goes for another touchdown. That was 14-10 when it was just down 10-0. And Zapp, I felt like, what did you like from him? I felt like he was moving in nicely. He was making the right throws, quick decisions. I felt like that was a problem with Mac Jones. He wasn't making the decisions quick enough, or he'll take sacks. He was pretty mobile. He was coming off a high ankle, so to say his ankle was still hurt, I'm not really sure how bad it was still, because he was looking pretty mobile to me.
No, I think Zappy. Sorry, I think when Zappy came in, it was crazy. I feel like he changed the game in a way like where he wasn't scared to go deep. You feel me? He went deep a few times, especially when he threw that deep ball to Devontae Parker. So I feel like
Devontae went up for that too.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't scared to throw it deep into traffic. I feel like Mac Jones probably was a little hesitant, like, nah, he covered. But Bailey Zappi, he's a gunslinger, so he just come from that, that type of style where he just like, fuck it. It looked like it's one-on-one. He looked like he covered, but that's Devontae Parker. I'm going to trust him, So I feel like that's probably what it was. And he was also making the right reads on top of that, too. So I feel like he just kind of came in and provided that little spark.
How you think they worked in Justin Fields? I feel like his athleticism never been a question. He was running the ball nicely. I think he ran for like 80 yards today. Justin Fields is crazy on the run. His passing he had some nice throws, but a couple of them was a little lucky to me. You see any improvement from him? I know he made a little side mark after the game last week, and then he said what he said. I think he's like, they keep talking about improvement, but like something like eventually, basically, we got to see it on the field. And announcers like he got to take some of the blame too. You can't just talk about. You can't just say it as the coaches keep saying it or people keep saying it. You got to put some of that blame on yourself. I feel like.
Yeah. No, yeah. To be honest, I feel like Justin Fields played lights out tonight. I'm looking at his stats. I don't think he had one interception.
He had one he had one pick.
Yeah, he had one INT, but I feel like he played pretty well. He was 13 for 21. That's pretty accurate. I mean, he only threw the ball 21 times, but he only had six incompletions. So that's pretty good. Also too, I noticed that he was really good on the run. I feel like when the Bears like play action fake, like obviously when they can use that running game, that's gonna be effective for their offense, but Justin Fields plays a lot well on the run, like where he can have the option to maybe throw the ball, but where he's kind of like looking down the field, looking to throw it as well. Cause I feel like he throws hella good on the run too, though. Like
in the pocket, I'm still a little skeptical at times.
Yeah.
But when he's on the run, you give him the option if he wants to throw it or if he doesn't want to throw it. And then who was that on the side? I want to say he kind of like underthrew it. The dude came back on the sideline and caught it. Who was that? It was on the third down.
I think it was a tight end. I think it was Cole Kmet.
It might have been. So he ended up coming back. But that's what I mean. Like, I like Justin Fields on the run. When he's in the pocket, it's getting there. It's getting better. It's going to get better. his offensive line, that has to get better. I think they lost their center today, so that was a huge blow. And I think it
Yeah.
was like his first game coming back because he was playing like guard. He ended up being able to switch back because they end up getting a lineman returning, but then he
Mhm.
gets hurt and he gets carted off the field. So we're gonna see what Justin Fields. I like what I seen with him.
No, yeah, I love what I seen from Justin Fields. I was glad he was able to, ball out today. Because remember the last game we watched? I think it was
Yeah.
like that Thursday night game. This just sucked. I was just like, damn, like they wasn't able to move the ball down the field or nothing. But this game was a way better game plan. Like I said earlier, like I feel like that's the game plan for real. Like play action, just use that play action and then have Justin Fields roll out and use that athleticism. Use that passing ability when you're on the run.
Yeah, something that was a little weird to me. I don't know if you was listening to when they came back after halftime. The announcers was like, Bill Belichick just gave an update saying that Mac Jones is going to be playing this quarter, and that was kind of the game plan coming in. He said he was gonna have Zappy play a little bit, and then throw Mac Jones in, and then throw Zapp back in, and then throw Jones back in. But in the second, I don't know if that was like a mind game. I don't know. They said it after half, so I'm assuming that he was gonna come in. But the second half comes up. Mac Jones never touches the field again after that second quarter. What was the point of that? What was the point of him telling them that?
Shit. To be honest, I can't.
Like, because they don't after when they say that on the announcements, they don't hear about it, do they? Like the other team.
I feel like eventually I don't know. I feel like eventually they do. Probably not right away, but I feel like they will. But I feel like to be honest, they got a low key quarterback controversy right now, and
Hella, not low key. I feel like it's pretty big. I feel like the fans kind of chose their chosen hero, and Zap, he looked pretty
damn,
good.
so Mac Jones about to get traded next year
That's what
to
I was going. That's what I was coming up with my next question. So if you
Niners.
a
No,
pay,
just
if
like,
you a pay, don't do it. Don't do it. Hey, if you a Patriots fan, who would you go with though? Are you gonna stay with Mac
I'm on
Jones or
Mac. I mean, Mac is a Pro Bowl quarterback. You can't turn on him. I mean, you know how NFL is. You know how
over Bailey Zappi?
fans are, but it's like, bro, how you gonna turn on Mac Jones? But don't get me wrong. Like I don't know if I told you this earlier too. Like it's always good to have a good backup quarterback. Always. And I know this, firsthand by being an Eagles fan. You have, Carson Wentz, Nick Foles. But like Mac
Yeah,
Jones is your franchise player. He's your Pro Bowl quarterback. But Bailey Zappi is a good backup. Like Taylor Heineke.
but how could you say Bailey Zappi's a good backup when he's already on a 3-0 winning streak? He's played some. He beat the Lions.
Like
Who else?
Cooper Rush.
He beat the Lions. He beat the Browns. The Browns is a solid team, and he pretty much he spanked the Browns. They was up on the Browns. Then they just go against another good team again with the Patriots, and they are against my bad against the Bears. He
But
was
could you say that?
if Zappi if he would have started the first quarter instead of Mac Jones, what do you think would have happened? Would that change the game?
Mm, I don't know.
Because he came
Maybe.
in, I want to say like the second quarter, he was already down 10-0. He comes back with hella high energy. That makes him go up 14-10. But you also got to look at he did take the lead. But I
That's
feel
what
like
I'm saying.
when you start the game, though, it's a whole different energy.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I feel like too the game plan would have been just a little bit different, just because like you said it was zappy. So like who knows? Maybe they would have came out just really slanging a rock, like or like coming and also too coming off that momentum from last game. Like you said, he won his last two games. So shit, like what I'm saying, like that game plan probably switched up a little bit.
Yeah, the way I'm thinking about it, I don't think they probably should. I think Mac Jones should have probably sat out a little bit longer. Why not
Mm.
one more week? He said he got a high ankle sprain. I don't know how much of that really took effect in him though, because he did look pretty healthy. He was running the ball nicely. He was scrambling out the pocket nicely. So now I'm like, they're probably gonna blame that intercept. They're probably gonna be like, we took him out the game because of injury. We felt like he wasn't fully there. We wanted him to be healthy, but I think it was off the interception. I feel like they
Mm.
already knew from the get go, like if Mac Jones starts even looking like he's fucking up a little bit, we pulling the cord, pulling Zappy in, before it's too late. And they
Mm.
tried to pull it before it was too late, and they did pull it at a pretty good time because he came back and he scored, but I felt like the defense wasn't holding up enough altogether. And the Bears defense came out to play today. They
Oh, yeah.
challenged the young rookie. A young rookie had pressure in his face all day. You got Quinn coming on the edges, and he hasn't really seen that pressure. He's played the Lions, he's played the Browns, but they do got Myles Garrett, but it was a primetime game this week. It's a little bit different for a young quarterback, especially when you're coming in midway through the game.
Man, for real, for real. I mean, the Bears defense played lights out for real. Like, especially they defensive backs like Jaquan Brisker. I always rave about Jaquan Brisker. He balled out tonight. He had his first interception of the season, first interception I believe of his career. That shit was dope though. I love to see it.
So you go. So you saying though that Mac Jones or so you saying that Mac Jones is gonna be the starter next week or
I feel like you should. I mean, if I was a Patriots coach, I would. But I mean, who knows? They might. I honestly, I think I caught something at the end of that game too, where they said that I think Zappy might start next week. If I'm not
I was
mistaken.
gonna say like would it even be Mac Jones? Like if Mac Jones was able to start, what are they gonna blame it on next week? Are they gonna say he's still injured and he re-aggravated it this week? Are they gonna say
Or they just gonna
that
say
Zappy's our starting quarterback, our official new starting quarterback?
that's crazy, right?
I
He
feel
just
like
went
it's.
took this guy first round. I
Did
mean,
you
if
see? I
anything,
felt bad for Mac Jones though. Did you see him? I don't know if you seen him when they took him out, and then Zappy came in lighting the field up. The crowd started going crazy. They started chanting his name, and you could feel like you ever just feel like everybody's against you. Like you ever just like you feel like you're the only man in the arena. Like it's like you could feel the pain. Like even it feels like even my home field, the crowd is against me. No, they
that's
cheering for
crazy.
him to go on the bench. I felt it. I felt it.
No, yeah, I didn't get to see his face, but what it look like? Was he like sad and stuff, or?
Yeah, he was looking sad. He was looking like I was kind of waiting this because they kept on putting a glimpse of Mac Jones, a glimpse in a Bailey. I was kind of waiting for to see Mac Jones celebrate the touchdown. I ain't never seen no celebrations. I'm wondering if Mac Jones even wanted to celebrate or if he was more like, you know,
He probably was salty. Shit, okay.
I it's kind of hard to cheer, even though it's like a team sport. You know, when you get with running backs, you can still get back in. Wide receivers, you can still get back in. Corners sometimes, safeties. But when it comes to quarterback, it's only that one position. So when you get it taken away, it's like your whole pride. It's like that sometimes kills a quarterback.
They
Sometimes
do.
can kill. And if a team was to trade for Mac Jones, who would it even be?
Shit, the
I'm
Panthers.
like, you think the Panthers?
Shit, that's the only thing they missing, low key. They still got a shot. They just won their last game against the Buccaneers. They still got a shot at fucking like trying to do something. So
I was thinking he would need like a better, like a system, better system. Maybe like the Saints.
mm.
Saints throw him in there with like Alvin Kamara, throw him in
And
there with
that's
Michael Thomas.
and that's a great that'd be a good trade right there.
You like that one? I think I like that
Yeah,
one.
be a
You
good
throw
one.
he got a nice arm,
That,
good coaching.
that's honestly probably like the only fit though. To be honest, I would say them. I would say the Saints or the who I say earlier
You said the Saints or
the Panthers.
oh yeah, Panthers, my bad.
Oh, yeah.
I'm forgetting this shit.
Nah, but I feel like the Saints, yeah, that'd probably be way better fit than the Panthers though.
But, let's move on to the
It's like 2-6 or something like that. Right?
you said the Saints. Yeah, the Saints, they going through it right now, but they don't really have a quarterback. Jameis Winston's been hurt this season. You got Andy Dalton, and they look good at first. Andy Dalton was balling last game, and he ended up throwing 2 or 3 picks when he didn't have he had 0 picks the previous 2 games. But
Yeah,
they started to believe in Andy Dalton, and with some of these quarterbacks, you already know what they are. You gotta just understand that we've been seeing them for years. We already know who they are. You start to believe in a guy over a couple games, but that don't be the case.
yeah.
But the next game, we had one of the craziest trades. We was talking about this a couple of days ago when I was talking
Mm-hmm.
about I thought Christian McCaffrey was going to the Bills. You thought he was going, or you said he was going to the 49ers, so you ended up calling it. So that was pretty crazy. And it was the first game, and they was playing against the Chiefs. The Chiefs ended up working on 44-23. The game was actually pretty close until pretty much the very end, until the fourth quarter. And Christian McCaffrey came in. He came in going crazy. He came in for like a first down, and then he ran for a 9-yard run, and then he ran for another first down, and then he ended up getting like a screen pass for a first down. So he had like 3 or 4 first downs to start the game. He had a couple big plays, but it seemed like the Niners kind of went away from him. With the run game, he wasn't really getting the holes that he needed, but he was making the best out of what he could in the beginning. And with the pass game, I feel like they got away. They should have kept hitting Christian McCaffrey because Wilson and McCaffrey was going crazy. It always seems like the Niners tend to get away from the run game. I don't know why that is, since Shanahan is one of the best run scheme coordinators in the league's ever seen. But what did you see from McCaffrey? You see anything different, anything better, anything that the Panthers wasn't utilizing him as well? It was only one game.
To be honest, I feel like they utilize him as best as they can. Could I feel like he balled out? To be honest, I honestly do. I feel like going forward though, I feel like they could probably drop some more screens for him though.
Hell
I feel
yeah.
like screen game, that boy's so special in the screen game. And I ain't gonna lie, like I told you last time, I would like to see him at least on like punt return, at least.
And that's
You
what I
know,
was saying. I was saying his vision is ridiculous.
that's what I'm saying. He's just so explosive. Like the runs he had, like even that first run, like that little 10-yard run he had, I was like, ooh. Like it just got me hyped. Like I'm like, damn, like McCaffrey, he's just so tight. He honestly remind me of Reggie Bush, but he's just a white boy, white Reggie Bush.
Hey, Christian McCaffrey probably the best white running back we ever seen in this game, though.
Oh
To be
yeah.
honest, he just got to stay healthy. And then but the Niners was up 10-0. The Chiefs was doing the Chiefs. You had Kelsey balling and Hardman balling. Then with the Niners, they was up going into I want to say it was like 14-13. The Niners had a chance to score. They get a punt. The Niners had to punt it. They up 14-13. I think they had to punt it. The Chiefs end up muffing the punt. The Niners get it, and they're in their own 10-yard, own 15-yard. It gets like 3rd and 3. Jimmy G, instead of getting the first down or throwing the ball away, he does some dumb shit, chucks it up, picks the ball, throws an interception. The Chiefs get the ball back, drive the ball downfield, and score a touchdown before half. And now you down. I want to say it was like 19. It was 14-13, so it was like 20.
Like
I'm about to
20,
check the score. It was
20 or
it was
14.
yeah. So what do you think about Jimmy throwing that pick in the clutch?
Bro, Jimmy G, I mean, he was like you said, he was playing decently well, but like you said, like he be making some bonehead ass decisions sometimes, like when the game really matters, you know. And like that was shit I was on display because it's like, damn, bro, why would you chuck that ball up? You know, damn well you supposed to just take that sack right there. Like, there's no way you supposed to chuck the ball up. If you could throw the ball away, but he just chucked it up. I'm like, oh
Yeah, now I
no.
remember. So yeah, they was down. They was down 14-13, and they could have got the field goal to take the lead, and it was a 3rd and 3. And instead of going either throwing it away, making a valid play, even trying to run for the first, doing anything except throwing an interception. Literally, that's all you got to do. Anything except the interception. He chucks it up, and he did some Jimmy shit. He did some shit that we haven't really seen from him this year, but we knew it was coming out. We knew it was locked up in the safe. He been waiting. He was just waiting for the perfect game to bring it out and show us what he could do. So he ended up getting a little pressure. He chucked some shit up, and I don't know what he's seen. What do you think he's seeing? What do you think he's seeing?
Shit, I don't know. I feel like he maybe thought he was the receiver. I don't know if that was Ayuk, but maybe he thought they can make that, that jump ball like that catch. But not knowing I mean, it was traffic right there, so I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. I
Shit, I
don't
don't
know.
know what the fuck he was thinking either. But the Niners end up making a comeback. I think yeah. So Jimmy ended up hitting Kittle. Kittle scores a touchdown. Niners are down. I want to say like five. Niners are down like five going into almost the fourth quarter, and the Niners get a chance. They get in full momentum. They're just scoring off the touchdown. All they got to do is stop the Chiefs. The Chiefs are on the 3rd and 11, remind you. So all they got to do is stop the Chiefs. You let Juju. Was it Juju? He ran right over Travarius Ward's head. And the Niners just paid Travarius Ward that bag to be that solo one-on-one corner, which I've been kind of skeptical about him because I watched the Chiefs for a long time and I never really thought he was that good. I wasn't hearing his name consistently, and they paid him like 40. They paid him like 40 something mil, like a top corner, top 3, top 4 corner. I know the
Yeah.
market was high for corners, but he was a little banged up going into the game or coming back because he was coming back from injury, and then he also got banged up during the game. But I feel like in that play, all he did was run by him. All you have to do was backpedal up. You can't let that happen. It's 3rd and 11. I feel like the Niners would have, if they would have got that stop, I feel like the Niners would have won that game. Because after he gives up that, he ends up tackling Juju, but they end up scoring on that same drive. And after that, they just blow the walls out, blow the walls down. Niners get blown out. But what do you think Charvarius was thinking? He didn't back up. He just let the dude run straight past him. His feet was stuck in the ground. No back pedal.
I thought, I mean, like you said, Traverse Ward. I never thought he was like a number one corner either. I always knew he was a decent corner, but number one corner, nah.
Yeah,
But
decent. I know. Yeah, they brought him in as to be the top guy.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he was looking at on that play, but I just know shit. Pat Mahomes, like something about him, man. Like you said, y'all was down. I mean, they was y'all was up 10-0. 49ers up
10-0 to
10.
start the game. Yeah.
Pat Mahomes, that nigga just he fights back. He fights back every
I,
time.
st- I started to get like PTSD from the Super Bowl. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was pretty bad. I was over here getting head trauma, bro. I was like, fuck this game. I was like, I'm turning this shit off. Jimmy started doing the dumbass shit that he did previously, and I already knew what was going on.
But like you said too, like they should never got away from that running game. That shit was definitely helping Jimmy G. I feel like the run game always helped Jimmy G. So you know, like you said, y'all got two running backs. I was balling. Well, y'all got another running back now. So Jeff Wilson, McCaffrey. Shit, once you work them two in, it's a wrap. Like hopefully, like they use them right in these next couple games.
So you thinking the Niners can make a push with Jimmy Garoppolo,
Oh yeah,
and, like into the playoffs?
yeah. They just gotta have the right scheme. They just gotta be on that play action fake eye formation.
You sound like
Fake.
Super Bowl push or just how deep we talking about? Well, like,
I
are they gonna
mean,
be able to
shit,
beat
they
the
made
Eagles?
shit. Shit. Oh nah. I about to say. I mean, they got. I mean, they got a chance to make a solid push, but because Jimmy G he missed the Super Bowl before. And I feel like that was without McCaffrey. Now y'all got McCaffrey. I mean, you had Mostert, but
And
I got
it was a
McCaffrey,
better defense. I felt like better complete defense. You probably even
Debo.
had a
Yeah, they
Debo's
put
hurt right now. Your
yeah.
offensive line's not as good. Your defensive line's not as good.
Mm.
Injuries is piling up. I don't know. I don't know if the Niners can be able to make it. I said the Niners can. I don't even know if they're gonna be able to win this division right now. The Seahawks is balling. Geno Smith is absolutely going crazy. Geno Smith looked like
Man,
he found himself. We ain't seen Geno ball like this. Even with the Jets, he wasn't balling. We thought the Seahawks was gonna be ass, but he's turning that team around. They looking better with Geno than they are with Russell Wilson.
yeah.
Russell Wilson, he not even playing right now.
What's crazy too is like I remember even like before the season, like you said, like everybody was expecting the Seahawks to be ass. It was already projecting like the Seahawks would take the top like C.J. Stroud from Ohio State, like a top two quarterback.
Yeah,
Now it's like, damn, Seahawks, do you take a quarterback in the draft? Like you
nah, you
got
still
Geno.
got to take a QB. I think Geno's just that good
Yeah, but
bridge quarterback, just
yeah,
to
the
keep
first
bringing
round.
ticket fans in. I don't know if you'll be able to get a first round. Do they even have a first round pick? They'll have to probably
Well,
make some trade. Oh, the trade with Russell Wilson.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh yeah, first round. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so they're gonna have to make a couple trades, probably get in the top 10, top 5. But what would you do it? Would you go for it? Would you go for a quarterback, or would you stay with Geno Smith?
No, I would stay with Geno Smith, but I would go for a quarterback, not in the first round though. Knowing that I got a solid quarterback as of right now, I'll probably get a quarterback maybe like later on, like in the fourth or fifth round.
So you saying like keep Geno Smith as a bridge quarterback for next year, so he can like mentor a young quarterback?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
especially if
I'm with
Geno,
it.
be doing his thing, like we win like how they are now.
So
Definitely.
what if he wants a bag? I'm not sure if this is into his contract or not, but if it is, would you pay him that bag?
Oh,
I feel like
yeah.
because if this is in his, but you're gonna have to give him more than a 1 year deal, and then
Depend
but you
on what.
also want.
Not to sound fucked up, but I would say depend on like what he kind of like doing, like what he do in a sense, depending on what he doing for the team. Like if Gino balling and we make the playoffs, and like we ain't made the playoffs in like several years, then hell yeah, I give him that bag. I'm like, man, he really made a difference here.
I can't pay Gino. I'm sorry.
But
I not at least not at the 1 year, but you could give him like a good a fat 1 year deal. You know how
but
a
what,
regular
what
1 year.
like hypothetically thinking, like what if they make a run in the playoffs?
We talking like
I'm talking
wild card. We talking like
NFC
second round
championship. Like,
NFC Championship.
yeah.
Woo.
Not saying you, but I'm talking about them. You think they gonna pay
Yeah,
Gino
yeah.
if you make it tough? If you make it
I feel
that
like you
far?
gotta pay Gino if he takes you to the NFC Championship. Even
That's
if
all.
it's, but I wouldn't no guaranteed money. I'll give us like an option type of deal. Make sure it's team favor. Make sure it's in the team's favor. And then if you have to cut them loose, cut them loose. Make sure if y'all have to cut them loose that y'all able to eat that money. Because it's not. I don't care if after 1 year, there's no guarantees. Every quarterback has one good season. I like Geno Smith. I don't want to discredit him. He balling, but shit, that doesn't mean I could give you a bag. But
And the
he,
way they game planning too right now is really good. Like they got run game with Kenneth Walker, and they got another DJ Dallas, and they got another running back too, balling.
but what I will say is though, if he wants to lead to another team and go get the bag, I just think they should give him like a multi-year deal. But like at Seattle, I wouldn't give him a multi-year deal. But if I was like, not the Texans right now because they got David Mills, they still believe in him. But let's say a team like how the Texans are, if you got like a trash ass quarterback or something, you
Oh
have no
yeah,
quarterback. Why not give him like a 3-year deal and then you get 3 years to try to find a quarterback? Just keep building, get a good wide receiver like how the Niners did. Bring some good running backs, good wide receivers in. Then by the time this deal's over, you have a quarterback in there.
for real.
And then one of the last games of the week, it was Sunday Night Football yesterday. The Steelers,
Mm.
the Steelers ended up losing 16-10 against the Miami Dolphins, and that's Tua's return. And a lot of people was kind of scary. I don't know if a lot of people was holding their breath. I don't know if you were holding your breath. I was holding my breath. I was
Yeah,
scared because we seen what happened with Tua, and he didn't lose a step. Like they're coming off a bye week, he still came in full with the same approach, same reckless, putting your heart on the field type of approach. It was like a 3rd and 9. He put his shoulder down. He trucked again for like another 3rd down, trying to go for the 1st down. Tua came in like he wasn't thinking about his head. He was just thinking about let's get this win. And was you expecting that going into this game?
not. No, yeah, like you said, everybody was gonna be skeptical of like those hits, like even after the fact that he got rid of the ball. But I feel like for the most part, I feel like they game plan for this like for weeks at a week. Ever since he got injured or whatever with the concussion. And then also too, I feel like he was just getting the ball really fast, like hella fast, like dumping it out
Yeah.
quick, boom, boom,
First
boom. Like
first drive, they came in and like I think like 6 plays, they scored a touchdown, and it was fat ass chunk yards. Then this was the best game I think I've seen them run. Would you agree with that?
oh, for sure, yeah,
I
for
feel like
sure.
Mostert was looking like like San Francisco Mostert found his legs.
Oh yeah.
And how dangerous do you think that makes them if they're able to get that run game in there? Maybe run Mostert probably. I don't know how many runs would you give Mostert? Probably like 10 yards a carry because he a little 10 yards a game because he 10 carries a game because he's always been a little fragile throughout his career. I wouldn't want to bang him up too bad.
That part, especially not before the playoffs. I give him like maybe 10 to 15 carries because you still got Chase Edmonds. Chase Edmonds, good little running back
He's
too.
more like the bulkier, bulkier. Just take the hits more.
Yeah,
But I feel like
Edmonds.
what was that?
I would say Evans. They could use him on the backfield too. So I give him maybe like 5 carries, and then try to get him like 5 receptions type shit, 10 touches.
And then if you see him, so in this game, it was kind of the Dolphins started off hot, but they started to slow down. I feel like the Steelers defense started in the beginning. The Steelers defense was getting shredded. You could tell TJ Watt's missing. Once they get TJ Watt, though, watch out for the defense once again. Defense is still solid, but with TJ Watt, they was a whole different animal. I'm saying like no yards was giving up, run game was getting shot down, pass game was playing keeping up. But in this game, towards the end of the game, Pickett, he actually had 2 chances to take the lead. He was driving down the field on the first time. It was like I want to say it was fourth quarter with 3 minutes left. Pickett had a chance, and it was 3rd down, and I want to say like 3rd down 19, 3rd down and 20. And instead of getting a chunk yard cut, and I feel like this is on coaches. You have a chance instead of getting the chunk yards, instead of making a shorter 4th down, he goes for the Hail Mary. He goes for the 1st down on the 3rd down. He throws an interception. They take it back. And do you feel like I feel like that's a coaching mistake? It's a young rookie. They should be in his headset telling him, look, do not put this ball at risk. We going for it. Just get as many yards as you can. We playing for 4, not for 3.
No, yeah, it was a huge mistake, like a huge rookie mistake. But also that's on the coaches too, like for real, for real. But
Right.
like that's on the player. Like I feel like that's on the player mostly just because like bro, you've been playing football for I don't know how long. Like you're supposed to know not to do some shit like that.
I feel like in college though, when you have a 3rd and long, you going for the 1st down, aren't you?
Yeah, hell yeah, you
But
going for
that's what
that?
I mean. So I don't. So how can we blame it on the player? Because like in the NFL, they still used to college, so it's 3rd down. I'm gonna go for that 1st down. Like in
Yeah,
college, I used to get this shit all the time. In college, it could be 3rd and 50, and I'm still gonna go get that 1st down. So I feel
yeah,
like Mike Tomlinson, he gotta tell Pickett, look, No, the game's on the line. We're on the third and long, 3rd and 19. All right, so look, let's try to get at least 7 to 8 yards, and then let's try to go for the first down.
Yeah,
Don't throw all your eggs in a basket. You know, he threw some reckless ass shit and he got picked off. And that's a young mistake for a rookie, but it's a great learning experience at the same time.
yeah. But also too, like I watched Kenny Pickett at at Pitt, and like that's what I'm saying. Like he would never do no shit like that over there. So like he can't come to the league making those type of mistakes over here too. Though.
I like Pickens and Pickett's connection. Did you see that?
Oh yeah,
I
that
felt
catch,
like I felt
that
like when
catch.
Trubisky was in there, he wasn't hitting them as much, but you see the connection. Each week is getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah, it seemed like Pickett, like that's like his guy. It seemed like also too like coming in, Pickett was taking I think like second and third string reps, and shit. George Pickens, he was taking reps from the second string quarterback. So I feel like even in practice they had that connection. And I think they both rookies, so yeah, they definitely got that connection. And then also too, when it definitely came time for Pickett to come into the game, yeah, that connection. He was just looking Pickens' way, Pickett
Hey,
to Pickens. That's pretty funny. Pickett
so
to
Miami, should they? Are you still got them favorite to win that division?
Miami.
Yeah.
Nah, that the division looking kind of tough right now. So I just thought about that. Nah, I would get to. I get to the Bills.
To the
Bills,
Bills.
Bills are good.
I'm gonna have to. The Bills looking crazy, but shit.
Cause the Jets look good too.
But Tua and the Dolphins, I feel like that offense is moving just too smooth right now. The defense is holding up.
So,
But it's gonna be a nail biter coming down to the end. But I'm gonna see if it works right now. We gonna try it out. I got something planned right here, but if it don't work, we'll do it tomorrow or something. But before
yeah.
we end the stream, let's try it out. I had the overreactions. I seen ESPN came out with some overreactions today, so let me see if they pop up. Let me see. Let's try to present it.
ESPN.
I got that shit open on like Instagram or something. I wonder if it's gonna let me go back and forth. So I was gonna put him in a slide, see if it'll make it easier.
Yeah.
Let's see reactions. Amazon not gonna let me slide back and forth. It's let me pull it up. I'm like, let me see. I'm trying doing it this way. I got on my problem. What you been up to today though?
Shit, I was just what did I just say? Oh, I had went to class. I had class one. Well, we had to go to this like little court, this like superior court. We had to go there and like take notes. This is my media law class. So we had to basically like go to the court, take notes, and like just kind of describe like what we seen and like what the case was about and shit.
What do
But
you do? What do you do in media law?
you said what are you doing there?
Yeah,
You just kind of like learn about like the laws and like media and shit, like what not to like put in like an article and like if a nigga say it off record and like I want my name in there, don't like go like because there's been cases where some niggas they be like, oh yeah, I don't want my name in it. And niggas be like, okay, like I'm not gonna put your name, and they put your name anyway on the statement. You feel me? And then
that's
when the
illegal, right? I thought or something like that. Is that illegal or not?
yeah,
If they ask you not to, then still do it.
I believe so.
Or kind of just like ruins all your sources, all your like.
Yeah, ruins your credibility.
Nobody gonna want to do business with you no more.
Yeah, ruins your credibility.
Hey, how does this? Let me see how this pulls up. If it don't look good, we could do it on the slides tomorrow or something. But let me see.
What you went to the gym already?
Nah, I'm gonna go after this.
Oh, okay, okay. Nah, but
Is it popped up?
nah.
Oh shit! I gotta push it.
There we go.
How does it look? It look cool or it look like
Oh, they look perfect. They look good.
oh it look perfect? All
Yeah.
right, we're gonna make this a video to them. All right, I'm gonna cut this up too when I get back. All right, so ESPN just dropped their overreactions for this week, and then with the first overreaction, they got Seattle Seahawks are the team to beat in the NFC West. Would you agree with that?
Ooh, damn,
The
I'm
team to
bad.
beat, it's
I
you still got the
know.
Rams in there, you got the Arizona Cardinals in there, and they said it's an overreaction.
Yeah, I feel like that's a little bit of an overreaction because you got the Rams, you can't really count them out, even though they're kind of struggling right now. But you got the genius Sean McVay, so I feel like the Rams, they coming. And then also too, the Arizona Cardinals, they got D Hop back. They just won a game. They got this momentum kind of. So we gonna see. I feel like it's a overreaction though.
Yeah, I'm gonna say an overreaction. It's still early. It's only week 7. I
Mm-hmm.
understand that Geno Smith been balling, so I get where they coming from. They starting the season off good, but then the Niners are coming off NFC Championship, so like what, like 3 or 2 over the last 3 years. You got the Rams coming off a Super Bowl. You got Arizona Cardinals coming back with Hopkins. They just getting the team back together. So I feel like this is a major overreaction. Let's give it at least 4 more weeks, 3 to 4 more weeks, and then let's come back
Yeah,
to it. And then we can say, but I'm gonna agree with them overreaction.
for sure.
Not an over. So not next one they got not an overreaction. The Bengals are still a strong threat to repeat as AFC championship, as AFC champions.
That's an overreaction.
Why? Why?
Not an overreaction. Yeah, it's over because I feel like I don't know. I don't feel like they have what it takes to go back to the Super Bowl this year. That's just me. I mean, I've seen them play a few games, and I mean, don't get me wrong, Jamar Chase balling still, and like the offense is moving pretty good, but I didn't see them struggle a lot when they faced them tough teams for real. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. I'm gonna have to agree. I'm gonna say it's an overreaction. The Bengals are still they're not gonna repeat. I don't even feel like last year they should have made it. No disrespect to the Bengals, but
mm,
they're not as strong as a competitor I think as people think. I feel like the offensive line doesn't hold up. They've been struggling with the offensive line since last year, and not much changed this year. And now you just got Chase starting the ball, but at first Chase wasn't balling. They starting to get Boyd in. They starting to get they're trying to get Higgins in there. I don't feel like they got a complete team enough. No, they got a crazy ass offense, but until you get an offensive line and a better defense, then I can't do it. And then the AFC even got better. The Chiefs, the Raiders, the Chargers. It's a lot of good teams in the AFC, and I don't feel like they're gonna make it. Last year was a fluke, in my opinion.
no, yeah. I
That's
mean,
it.
I feel like they just played really good. I feel like the defense just came through, when they really needed to. But yeah, this season, I feel like I feel like it's a reaction. I don't think they.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
not. I can't.
think they're gonna repeat. Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, okay, overreact. They got it as overreaction. Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers are both going to miss the playoffs.
Damn. That's not a reaction. Shit, they both might for real.
You think so?
Yeah, bro. Buccaneers got smacked, and Tom Brady, like everybody, kind of saying the same thing. Like, I mean, like you said, it's still early, but Tom Brady don't really look like the Tom Brady of old. And
I
then,
didn't feel like Tom Brady played that bad. I feel like Mike Evans, when he dropped that ball on the first play, I feel like that killed all momentum with that deep ball, wide
yeah,
ass open, like first or second play of the game.
uh,
I feel like that kind of killed it.
man, Aaron Rodgers, they've been kind of like, they've been struggling. So, especially for them to lose to the Commanders too, I
Yeah,
feel like,
and then
I
they
feel
lose
like,
to the Panthers.
man. So yeah, I feel like for them, it's they not making the playoffs.
You going not an overreaction.
Yeah, I got no not overreaction.
All right, I'm gonna say overreaction because you got the NFC so ass where both of them could still make it. It's not even about Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers. It's just the NFC's trash. I'm not
Yeah,
saying they're about to make a real Super Bowl run, but I think at least one of them make it. I know definitely not both of them gonna miss it.
yeah,
If I had to bet my money though, I'm gonna go. I'll probably say Rodgers will miss it before the Buccaneers miss it. I'm not going against Tom Brady. And Aaron Rodgers, they kind of look like they have no momentum. The team's not doing anything. Running back, the running back solid, but I feel like they make bad decisions in crucial moments, and that's not a playoff team. So I can't put the Packers up there. They losing the trash teams on a 3-game losing streak. They should turn it around, but I don't know if it's gonna be in time, or I don't know if it's gonna be playoffs. We'll see. Our last one, not an overreaction. Even with Christian McCaffrey, the 49ers still aren't a real Super Bowl title contender.
I feel like that's I feel like that's an overreaction.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like that's an overreaction just because I feel like they are a Super Bowl. Yeah, I feel like they are a Super Bowl contender. Still aren't a Super Bowl contender. Yeah, I feel like they are. I had to read the question like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, hold on, make sure I
Yeah,
stop.
they saying with or without Christian McCaffrey, they're not Super Bowl contenders.
No, yeah, I feel like they are. I feel like he just gave them that extra boost because I feel like they already had I feel like 49ers already had a really strong team, even with
Yeah,
Jimmy Garoppolo. I feel like Jimmy Garoppolo is a solid quarterback. He led you guys to the playoffs before. But I feel like you guys just got to get back, like you said, to that running game. Like you guys got to just keep y'all game plan going. Like if we get late in the game, don't switch it up. But honestly,
yeah,
McCaffrey is really he's that game changer because he's that guy. He can touch the ball and take it 50 yards like quick. Before you know it. So.
yeah. This one of like them dumbass ESPN stats. They always got some dumbass shit to say to build some build some beef or build some media hype. Just so people could start complaining. And I feel like the Niners. I don't know how you could say they're not Super Bowl contenders with or without Christian McCaffrey when they just coming off a Super Bowl last year with basically the same team, if not better, or if not like just almost as good. Now you had Christian McCaffrey, you had a corner, you had running back, you had hella key pieces that I feel like the Niners didn't have last year. Even from wide receiver, you had some speed with Gray, with McLeod. Ayuk got better. Debo's Debo. So I'm like, I feel like it's an overreaction, man. I'm gonna say Niners are Super Bowl title contenders. I'm not saying they're gonna win it. I'm not saying they're gonna even make it. Not even maybe not even close, but you gotta consider them at least a threat, especially with
Oh
CMC on
yeah,
the team now.
it's
Especially with
so
CMC on the team now.
it's so funny because before this previous game, even before CMC came on board, before this previous game, I remember I was watching. I think it was one of these segments on Sports Center. One of these segments, but they were saying how the Niners were a top 3 team, like how they're one of the better teams in the NFC, blah blah blah, and it
And
just
that's what
seems
I
like
mean. It's that they want us to complain. They want us to say something, so they do some dumbass shit.
yeah,
That's how I'll be looking at it. But who's Thursday night this week?
Thursday night. Ravens and the Bucks.
Okay.
That's gonna be a good one, right?
I don't know if you want to make your picks today. We can make it like later during the week. It's still a little early. It's only Monday. Right now,
True.
I'm probably favors it. I'm not actually. I ain't even gonna say it right now.
I
We'll
was,
see.
I was gonna go with the Bucks. I mean, not the Bucks, the Ravens.
Uh, I don't know if I feel like the Bucks gonna come back with some revenge though. I'm gonna see who's playing, who's not playing by Thursday.
Yeah.
But all right though, appreciate y'all for watching. I'm Darren Randall. This is Lamar. Y'all watching? Let it be known later.